Hi, so in this lesson we're going to be using Zelda again, and this time we're going to be using a cream colored palette. And I think that by using all these different scales of value for this one particular image, it just gives you a good feel for finding different things within one image. My dog just kicked the camera, but that's him playing around. But so yeah, so I just think that it's a good exercise. Okay, so here are my cream colors and my ochre colors that I have picked out. A variety of things going on here. Some fun stuff, old stuff. There's a new piece. Old book, old ledger. Some wallpaper. And, and just, plastic, not plastic, sorry, paper bag. A couple different paper bags. And then I have Zelda again. I've already traced her down on some colored drawing paper. And I have fixed the drawing. So it doesn't tend to lift up or when I rub my hand on it. So this is what I sprayed it with, just lightly. So I basically have no idea how I want to start this. Of course, I'm going to go along the same route that I did with the other ones I did with a different palette. So I'm just going to kind of take a look at my paper here, see how I want to start this. And I'm probably going to start it the same way I started my other ones, working with the dress first. But right now, I just have to assess my palette here. I just want to tell you my thought process here as far as these paper choices go. I'm picking this brown paper bag because it's a darker value, and I know I'm going to want a darker value. This, because I think it's interesting. I may not use it, but I'd like to have it on hand in case the opportunity to use it arises. And that goes for all of these pieces, really, just to see what is going to work for me at any particular time. This has some interesting things going on, as well as this. This I'm not going to use. It is a little too gray for what I have in mind for the assignment. It kind of defeats what it is I'm trying to do here. We're using these warm tones, warm ochres and cream colors, so that is not going to work. I wanted to keep these just for the text, if maybe there was an opportunity for me to get some text in there for interest. This, obviously, because it has a pattern, again, it could be a cool thing to add to it. This just being a lighter value, this sheet here. This might prove to be a little too bright for what else is going on, but I want to keep it on hand because it might add a good punch in certain places. So I'm going to start with these pieces, and I may not use them all, but I just want to kind of have them on hand without being overwhelmed by all those other choices I had. And I'm going to start working on the dress first. Okay, so I'm going to use this piece here for the right side of her face and her neckline. Okay, I think I'm okay with this piece, but I want to get this piece in first. So I'm going to set this one aside. So I typically cut where I want the smoother edge and tear where I want the edge to soften a little bit. So I want the edge to soften as it comes in under her arm. So that's why I tear. But this doesn't, you don't have to, it's not a strict, hard and fast rule of mine. But it just helps to guide me as to when I want to tear or cut. I feel like I want to get something more in the background. I don't know. This could be a mistake, but you don't know until you try it. Maybe it'll help me dictate, it might dictate what I do here. But I was feeling like she was very big shouldered right now, and I actually want to kind of cut this back a little bit. So I'm not, that's not kind of addressing me. Every time I look at her, these big boxy shoulders, and so if I help to, it might help to knock their big shoulders back a little bit with this piece of paper so that I can concentrate on something else. So that's why this is going in now. Okay, so after much deliberation, I ended up putting this piece here instead of a larger piece of this paper here. It just seemed like too much of this floral going on, and I didn't want that. So I ended up putting a piece of this paper here. Then I put a smaller piece of, obviously this one here, and then this piece went on top. And I think this is it for the collage. So now I'm just going to go in and draw her out a little bit. So I hope you had fun with that one. When you limit your palette like this, you're also limiting your choices, and it just makes the whole process a little easier and therefore a more enjoyable lesson. So I hope you had fun with that.